Kia ora, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining me.
Kia ora.
Lovely to meet you. Could you tell me a bit about your amazing pathway into your career that you've got at the moment?
Absolutely. I found it really difficult to get a job when I was coming back from maternity leave. So I ended up taking an admin position at the Department of Corrections, moved into the property team, and from there that led into a role as general manager of a project management firm. Through COVID, after a couple of years in my role, I started to reevaluate what I wanted from life, and I really wanted to make a difference and do some work with more purpose. And the Crane Association job came up, and I was lucky enough to get it, and it really is my dream job.
Amazing. Could you just tell us what your title is now and a bit about what your job involves?
Sure. So I'm Executive Officer of the Crane Association of New Zealand. So my job is, the association's purpose is to serve our members. So we support them through lots of different mechanisms, whether that be lobbying the government for legislative change, or supporting with health and safety information, education, how to get operators in from overseas, training, right through to, potentially how to transition from the senior member of the family business right down through to a son or daughter. So that's what we do, and my job is to coordinate all of that effort. I connect in with our council and with our members.
Wow, so quite a variety of work in there.
Very much so.
And also, can you tell me about, so you trained as a crane operator as well?
I did actually, yeah. I didn't want to go out there as an admin bod. Yeah. I really wanted to understand what it was like to go through training as well, because it's such a big part of what we do. So I went out and I got the 30072 unit standards and learnt how to rig and lift stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I hear a rumour that there's not many women in the crane business, like potentially you are the only female crane operator in the country?
No,
oh, okay.
I can't claim to be the queen of cranes, but there are a minority of women crane operators in the industry, so we're definitely looking to bring more females through into our work.
Awesome. So on that note, how do you think, what are some ways that we can bring more women into jobs like yours?
I think it's just about understanding the diversity of the type of work we do. Our crane work often starts early and potentially finishes early as well. So work can be scheduled around school pickups and drop-offs. I know one of our members, their whole firm finishes in time for family, so men and women working there to go and pick up children from school.
So on that note too, so obviously you're pretty satisfied in your job. Would you recommend women getting into a career like yours? And how could they go about that?
Yeah, so I guess I'm in the association space and I work on behalf of, quite a niche part of the construction industry. My skills are more around the leadership and engagement space. I did a leadership course through Women in Leadership Aotearoa, which was called Executive Ready, and it really helped me to evaluate myself as a leader and also determine what things were important to me in a job and in a career.
Amazing. That's so cool. Can you tell me a bit about like your life before you became what you are now and the transferable skills that might be used between careers?
Sure, I am literally a library of careers. I started out at the Dominion Post, actually. Well, it wasn't even the Dominion Post then, it was Evening Post. As a cadet in the advertising space, I've worked in investment banking in London. I've worked in five-star hotels. I've done all sorts of things, but I think it was really about understanding my purpose, and what satisfied me is to understand the type of work that really suited me. So finding out that I really wanted to serve people and make a difference, and how would I do that as a leader? And this is really everything I ever wanted embodied into one job. I'm lucky.
Yeah, that's so awesome. So inspiring for young women too, to really think about what suits them, right? As opposed to sort of getting a job, just getting any old job.
Yeah, and I think it's about understanding that a trade career isn't necessarily spending all of your career on the tools. I think it's a fantastic place to start. It gives you something that you can take anywhere. So with crane operators, for example, they could be operating on the tallest building in London, they could be operating on a residential property, they could be, operating in the sea or a wind farm. It really is diverse. But then also there are positions as inspectors of cranes. You could work for WorkSafe. There's just so many paths that you could take. And I really think it is about understanding that a trade, it really does provide a lifetime of opportunity.
Being a woman in trades, are there associations or places women can go and feel supported?
Yeah, there's a national body called NAWIC. It's the National Association of Women in Construction, and their values include respect, inspire. So they are about providing a place for women to connect with each other, to network in a professional capacity. We run events for people to learn technical skills, soft skills. We also provide opportunities for women just to connect with each other and talk about the types of experiences they're having. And we're looking at developing some tools around advocacy for women as well if they are having difficulties.
Yes, what a relief.
Yes.
And what's your role in NAWIC?
So I'm on the national board, helping with developing the strategy looking forward, and also I'm chair of the Wellington committee as well, running events in the Wellington region.
Amazing. That is so nice to hear, isn't it? So if you're a woman in trade, you can get in touch with this association and see what you're up to.
Yeah, our members always come away from our events just feeling really inspired. It's just so great to be around like-minded people.
Yeah, I bet.